Hello everybody, welcome to the Ftog server, Avant 3, ToddytheBody here. Alright, so we've got a project here today. It's not going to be anything that's like, well, I didn't even like talk about this lead up to it or anything. It's not going to be like a mod type project. It's going to be like, let's build something type project, or at least get something to build. You probably already know from the name if you're clicking on this and everything. But anyways, let's talk about a few things first, like we always do. I saw in Zuma's one of his newest videos that you can make leaf carpets from leaves, I guess, and that's from cork. Well, I didn't know that was in there, so I tried messing with it for like some ground pathing out front here because I didn't really want to take the birch all through the front yard. I kind of like the grass, but it still seems like there should be a path. So I put it on some gravel just to see what it looks like. So let me know what you guys think. It doesn't look like much from the top, but like down here it looks okay, and that's what we're building the pathing for walking on, not for flying above. And then I just threw it over here to see what it looks like above stone. And if you remember, this is where I was making hay bales, because you can't make it from wheat in this pack. Alright, so let's see what else. I've got my nature essence growing so that Grok can have more leaves because he had a little leaf accident. But let's go ahead and get started with our episode. I always get lost. Like, I want to go all the way back there, but I don't have to. I can come in here if I want to. So I've decided on what we can do with our moor biome here. And not really the moor biome, but the area before it, or like right here, actually. In this area, and maybe extending a little bit more. If you remember, that was a bamboo biome, or it still is a bamboo biome. Let's go over there so you can see. See on the top right, bamboo grove, but because these few chunks weren't generated before we put the agricultural revolution in, that's what it became. So it's kind of an eyesore. I thought it was okay at first, but now I don't like it. So I took down all the bamboo, and if I found any bushes, I didn't know if these were rare or not, so I saved them. You can get like fruit off of them, but the fruit you can't really do anything with because it says that you can make juice out of it, but you need a juicer. But to make that, you need all those blueprints that other people are talking about. That's real hard to get. But anyways, I would like to get rid of this and file it down a little bit. So we are going to use the void card, and we are going to use some RF tools. So let's find a spot to unload here. All we need is the builder block. We need some power. We need the lever. We don't need this filter here. And that's it. So yeah, we're going to use a void card, and we're going to be, of course, voiding everything and not keeping anything. And it's about 66 for the Y level all the way around. So I think I'll take it from here. Now let's just do it from here. And that's going that way. So let's go ahead and place this. And come to think of it, it's not like we have to have this block right there anyways. Alright, so let's take out our void shape card. Get the quarry one. Oh, this is our quarry. Oh, I thought this was the builder block that we were using for the prank that we did on RG Shah. Well, oh well, we've got it anyways. We will put it back when we're done. So let's see, right here and this way. So we are going to hit this piece of grass. Yep, alright. And then we have to pick another corner over this way. And let's see. What, like somewhere like right here-ish. I don't really want to take this out, so maybe I'll come in a little bit further. And can I hit water? But I want to do it up higher, so I need my angel block. Okay, angel block. And then we will get here, but come upwards. Right about here. And then we will just have to let's come over just a few, and then we'll just have to clean up the edges. Alright, and then there. So then now we have our dimensions, and of course that had to glitch out like that. Okay, well, I'll have to make a new angel block or find it later. Okay, so let's come over here and void off this mountain. And that's not it, that's a modular storage. Okay, now let's come over here and void off the mountain. And it should be a solid box. Does it say in there? It doesn't say. Should be anyways. Oh, just a box. Where we got? Solid box. There it is. Throw that in, and then we'll check to see what it looks like. So it is going to... Why is it going there? Didn't I hit a piece of grass over on this side? Alright, let's take a look at this. Uh-huh. Oh, and guess what we found? Alright, let's do it like... Grab it. There we go. Now we've got it. So it's not going to get everything, but at least it'll get a majority of it. Let's go take a look over on this side again. And... I guess I can cut that down. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn this on, give it some power, and then turn it on, and we'll see most of the mountain disappear. So let's see, that looks good. Let's hit the out on the power, and then lever, and here we go. Welcome to the show. Oh, I didn't take off the shielding. So cool. Now we don't have to actually dig all this out by hand. It'll be a little bit easier. So we're gonna see a big stone square, and I think I'm just going to take my little advanced terrain module thing here and turn it all to grass. But I thought this would be fun to watch. At this point you've probably seen this before in a few different videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut and let this thing cut down the mountain and turn it to grass and like shape it up a little bit, and then I'll show you where we are after that. Okay guys, we're back. I'm not completely done with the terraforming, but I have turned it to grass. I've cut down the sides of the mountain here, so this is what it looks like. You can still kind of see the chunk outline, so I've got to work on that, but at least from the ground level you can't really tell too much. Not like before where you saw the big cut out chunks where the different chunks were generated. So let's go over some of the things I've been thinking. I don't know if I talked about it before, or maybe I hadn't decided before, because this is actually a couple days later. Couldn't find time to record because of work and stuff. But yeah, so I've saved a few of these bushes from Agricultural Revolution. I'm not really sure if this is something that we're going to use in our build, or if these are rare or not, so I saved them just in case, but we can't really do anything with them besides, I mean, we don't really need to eat anymore because of the nanotech stuff. So we have them anyways just in case, and I might store them away if we're not going to use them in this build. But what I was saying is, I don't know if I had discussed a plan for all of this, and I'm thinking about doing like an elven village type thing. And you're probably thinking, well, elves live in the woods, so I'm gonna have to create my own woods and forest here. So I've got some tree options here. I'm hoping so that one day later when we finish this or get closer to finish, we can like look over like this and see like some elf buildings and an elf village all throughout here, and some pathing and some trees and stuff like that, and like a line of trees in the background. So let's go over and take a look at some of this. So let's see here. I've got some more trees from Agricultural Revolution, and I'm not really liking them, and I think it's just because there's not really there's not any random at all on the fruit here. Like maybe I could have done with an apple tree, but every single leaf has apple on it. So this is not going to be something that we go with. And yeah, neither of those three. Let's see over here. I've got some dead trees that I found in some desert or dead biome or something like that. If I use this, it will be like very, very sparingly. Like, I don't want it to look dead, right? Like maybe the outskirts of the village, like say if you're down in the village like this and you're looking through the woods, you might see a dead tree like on the very edges, but not like up in your face by the buildings. Up in your face by the buildings sort of stuff would be like the willow here. This tree here I kind of like for this idea, even though the leaves are a little too blue, but I think if you randomize it and not use them all over the place, it would be fine. We'll use some dark oak to create a canopy. Maybe some spruce. I like the regular oak with the vines like you see in a swamp. And mushrooms. I think the mushrooms would go great in a elven village. Also the big redwood trees. Also not something that's going to be among the buildings and stuff. It's going to be more on the line. So you see like a boundary for the village. I might do some slime trees here and there too. They're a little green, so, or bluish green, or teal, or whatever. So also very rare. It's going to be mainly like the willow, the oak with the vines, the dark oak and the spruce, and then some of this, that on the outside, that on the outside, and then more like mushrooms among the buildings too. Okay, so building blocks for our elven buildings. I want them to be mostly like a green and a bluish type, like a very foresty color. So I was trying out with some stuff. I think the accents are going to be the end stone color and the hardened stone. So I was just laying these out here. These are from Terra Aqueous. Just the different fruit trees. I just want to see what they will look like. I don't think that they're really going to go with our build. Maybe the dark here, but if I want to use a darker brown wood like this, I can just use the dark oak or the spruce. As far as the red, I don't know if the red would go. I almost used this yellow until I thought about using the endstone. I think the endstone goes with the green better. And maybe purple. If I were to pick any of them, it would be purple, like little dot accents or decoration accents, not something that's going to be used very widely. This is the green slime channel from Tinkers, and what you do is you just take a slime block like from the trunk of that tree over there and you cook it and you get 3 of them. And what's cool about them, I have these going down like a firewood, you can place them on walls, and depending on where you click, we'll set the direction of the channel. So like say if I click on the top, see it's going to be flowing upwards. If I do on the left side, it's going to be flowing to the left. So I think I'm going to be using it more as a waterfall, but I think it would be cool to use it in some places as like an elevator. Can I get up to the top of this? So I'm not like, yeah, it just pushes you right onto the top and then you can head on up. I think that's really awesome. So I might use that somewhere, but it will be used for sure in places for decoration. I'm not sure if you can chisel it yet, because if I want it to go something like this and have it running over the side of something, oh, we got a buddy. I've got this indentation, so I might do something where, like, I don't know, there's like something in the way, so you'd have to actually like look around it to see the indent, but if you can chisel it, that would be great. Alright, so let's pull that down. Otherwise, I might have it running down in a way so that you can't see where it's coming from, so it looks like a waterfall of some sort. And it's not just the green one, you can do it with like the blue slimes and stuff like that too. Hey bud, can I ride you? Nope. Okay. Okay, so this right here, this is from Agriculture Revolution also. I thought I had some on me, and I might... Nope, I don't. Bamboo. This is from that bamboo. Do I know how to spell bamboo? There we go. Let's get one. Yeah, there we go. This is from the bamboo from Agriculture Revolution, and it's from the biome that we're actually in. You can see we're in the bamboo grove. So I got a bunch of these, and I was playing around with the blocks. Let's see if I can. Let's get our ring of growth here and grow this guy. So this is what it looks like. All right. And it's kind of like the coarse fruit, where like if you hit the bottom, it breaks the whole thing, and you get all of it. And I did not get a bamboo shoot out of that. Oh well, I've got plenty. And then if you do this in a 2x2, you get these blocks, these bamboo blocks. and they look like this on the side. I like it for a wall, not for all walls, or not like a main wall. I think we're gonna do like an in-stone maybe, but I think that if it were above a wall like this, but like not overhanging, but like actually above it in design, like where that slime dirt is. So let's get even. I think it'd be good as like a railing of sorts, like maybe along the top or the bottom or something like that. What I do really like it for is I like this really green here, and this could be like a floor. You can't place them sideways like regular wood. Let's see, just like that. See, it goes normal ways, so you can't do it sideways. But I do like them as a floor, and I was trying it next to like other types of floors because you don't want it to be for all floors. And let's see, other types of wall options. I really like the slimy green mud. In fact, that might be like a roof. It looks almost like a tile for a roof, or shingles or something like that. So I might chisel and bits that down to like roof designs. And then I was just trying out some different things. These are a little too blue, so more accents. And then now that I think of it, this is pretty blue also. This is the wood from the, there it is, integrated dynamics tree. And then this is redwood from the redwood right there. And this is from the willow tree, and I kind of like that color too. Like up close, it looks very meshed. It's one of those type of textures that looks much better when you're further away. Let me get that crosshair off of it. See, now it looks like a plank with some leaves and stuff on it. Here, looks like a mess. So I will probably use it because it's not like you're gonna go up to every one of my buildings and look at it like this. So it'll be cool. I really like this design here. I think that would be a good detailed design, like a lattice sort of look. I think it's mostly going to be like the brick. I really like this here. What this is, it's the same texture as this, but it's connected. So I think that's awesome. Yeah, so let's see what else. There's another thing I wanted to, as far as the pathing, instead of doing like my main base build pathing, where it's like lines or at least curved lines to each build, I think we're going to try to work in spirals as much as we can. Like, say if there's a building here and then a building over here, it's not like the path is going to go just straight over. I think it's going to go something like it'll swirl around and then come around to the front door, and then like off of the swirls there might be another swirl off into another building, and then like another swirl off to another building. So it's not going to be straight lines. I guess elves aren't straight line people. But let's see here, there's another thing I wanted to try, and I thought it would make for a very good variances in our village. I'm going off in the wrong direction. Let's see here. I just want to see if there's one over here, but I don't. What I'm looking for is this thing right here. So since it's off over here, let's go see if we can get to it real quick. I'm trying not to get too much rubber banding. Seems like the best way to travel these days is just to hop and run at the same time. See, I got one there. But 5 people, huh? Let's check this out. Wow, look at all the people online. Look at all of us. Man, love it. Okay, I'm going the wrong direction. But instead of having just one biome at a time, like wherever you are, I think that we can use this here, the EvilCraft mod, to make like a calico sort of biome. So I think what we're going to do is, I've already pulled it up. If you search for biome, you'll find these biome bottles, and we want to make one. There we go. Let's see if we can do one. Let's actually do 6. Now, if you remember from earlier in the season when I was doing the EvilCraft stuff, it corrupts the biome a little bit. Well, we're not going to be building over here, so we'll corrupt this area. But I think what these do, let's go ahead and throw that in. Oh, it didn't do anything. Okay, let's pull out the manual and see if we can find out why it didn't do anything. I don't have the manual there. I don't have the manual there. And my manual for EvilCraft is probably at home. So let's go see if we can find that real quick at the base. And here we are. Probably not going to be here for real for a few seconds. No evil craft there. No evil craft there. Where would I have put my evil craft book? Do I have one here? Evil craft. I've got some stuff in there. Let's see. Manual. What's this? No. Book. Let's see if we can find it. Evil craft book. Origins of Darkness. Let's try that. Nope. Alright. Where could it be? Let's try. Actually, I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna figure this out and I'll be right back. Oh, now it's working. I went ahead and made another one of those Origins of Darkness books, and it didn't give any insight onto how to do this. So, it looks like this time I just went ahead and I threw it in again, and now it's working. Okay, so we're collecting up the biome of the wetlands into a bottle. It's called a biome extract bottle, and you can't really see it underneath, but as the biome starts to degrade, the ground will turn purple and it'll start to give harmful effects. And did I lose it? Okay, so I've got it. It took a little while for that bottle to actually pop out, but I made a second one so that maybe we could try in two different spots. I like the mud also. I think the mud would also look good in what we're trying to do here, and that's the wrong direction. So I think this is the correct direction, and we'll head over this way. And if this works out real well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make this thing. So if you break the environmental controller, it makes the environmental controller or accumulator core. Sorry about that. Accumulator core. And if you right click on that, you get a recipe here for this item here, and it looks like that this is a synthetic environmental accumulation area altar that you can move around. And I'm thinking that if this biome thing works, that we will let's take off our magnet. We will build one in different biomes and then bring them over to this area, or maybe anywhere where we're building, and or not over to this area, but you know, we'll extract some bottles from different biomes and bring them over and maybe change up the land a little bit. So now that I have two, I want to do one over here in the bamboo forest, and let's do it on the edge here so we can see it if it changes the water. So let's see here. I'm just going to do a right click and hit it. Oh, is it just a square? Wow, what a lot to go through. I mean, really all I did is I threw those bottles in there, but I thought it would be a little bit more random too. It's just going to look like squares all over the place. Okay, let's do it over here too. Let's throw it. Well, we already seen it on the water, so I don't know, just anywhere. Let's do it right there. Looks good. So that looks a little bit more random, I think, because it's closer in color to the surrounding areas, but you can kind of see how it's darker. I think that would be really cool to like get it to like change, you know, like change it up a little bit so the ground looks a little bit different. And we'll even use this up here. I know that this is a different type of grass, and I did put some grass up here just to see what color it was, and it's a little darker. There's another block I want to use also, so let's go ahead and search for biome. I'm trying to like show you everything I've been like trying to do and think of. Cobblestone, yeah, let's grab that. And I thought I had made some regular stone. Did that just not show up? Let's try stone. Nope, it's not in there. Could have swore that I made some biome regular stone too. Who knows, maybe it all combined together. But let's see, let's start over here, see how it's darker green. Come over this way, changes to a different color. Oh, it'll even change to a different color when we go into this little spot here. Alright, so let's go in here. Yep, change colors. And let's go over to the bamboo forest and see what it does. That's kind of yellow. Ugh. And then here too. So if we use this in different places, I think it would be cool as a, I mean, it'd be a neat building block also. It's really hard. It's really expensive to make. Let's say that. Here, I'll show you the recipe. It takes this biome crystal to make, And you can make the cobble, the stone. I swear I made some stone somewhere. Like one set of cobble, one set of stone. So that means that they had combined for some reason. And that's what I have now. So then stone brick. And then you got the cracked stone and then the chiseled. And I think that's it. But when you do this, it uses up that crystal. And these crystals you can't make, you have to find. See? So I think if we want to get more, we're going to have to use the painted machine or the painting machine and get like painted glowstone and stuff so we can get more of these. So that's what it'll kind of do. And then, you know, we might be able to use brick and the stone and stuff like that. I think there's also a glass, if I saw right. Is it in here? No, we switched to evil craft. Biome, boom, biome. There we go. Yeah, there's supposed to be a glass right here too. So maybe we can get some of that. We'll get like a set of each, and then see how that all works out. But I think that I may do some tree planting off camera. I think I've talked about it for a while, so you kind of know the plan. And yeah, I think this is a good start to our elven village, and it'd be kind of cool to refer back to this video to see it before it's done. But once it's done, I think it's gonna look amazing. So yep, I'll work on it a little bit, and then next episode I'll kind of show you what I've got. So let's flip around, and I will see you all next time. Bye.